Yo, 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 your boy's back with the deepest breakdown in hip-hop history, and today we diving into the second 5 lines of Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria, the most calculated destruction in Disstrack warfare.
Why am I scared, bro?
Why calculate you? Not as calculated. I can even predict your angles.
Oh my God, let's go.
He said he's reading him like a book.
We know the silence has been killing him from Kendrick.
These bars are mathematical precision disguised as rap poetry, and every word was designed to expose Drake's entire operation. What I'm about to show y'all is how Kendrick turned mathematics into murder, how he used geometry to destroy Drake's whole geometry. When Kendrick said he could calculate that Drake wasn't as calculated, he was basically saying, I did the math on your whole existence, and the numbers don't add up. This ain't just wordplay, this is warfare conducted through equations. Kendrick opened with surgical precision, using math metaphors that cut deeper than any scalpel. The family front reference was genius because it positioned Drake as someone fighting a war with lies, while Kendrick was fighting with truth. Drake was on the front lines of fake storytelling. Kendrick drew a moral line that separated them completely. He exposes himself through truth while Drake hides behind gossip. The contrast in character was obvious. The wordplay with tails and tails was diabolical. Kendrick could smell both the lies and the women that followed Drake around. He was attacking Drake's credibility and his lifestyle simultaneously. This wasn't just storytelling, this was desperation. Drake was so desperate for ammunition that he was making up stories about Kendrick's family. The pathetic nature of the attack was exposed. But then Kendrick delivered the most devastating character assassination with pathetic master manipulator. This wasn't just an insult. This was a diagnosis of Drake's entire personality. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you want more content that breaks down the psychology behind hip-hop's greatest warfare. We analyzing the mental game behind the bars. Kendrick stripped Drake of the mastermind image and revealed him as just pathetic. He wasn't strategic, he was just manipulative. There's a difference between being smart and being sneaky. The smell the tails line doubled again, lies and lust. Kendrick was saying he could detect Drake's dishonesty and his questionable behavior. The sensory language made it feel visceral. This echoed the Heart Part 4 from 2017, where Kendrick already warned, "Don't tell a lie on me, I won't tell the truth about you." That prophecy was unfolding in real time. Kendrick had been preparing for this moment for years. He knew eventually Drake would cross the line, and when he did, Kendrick would be ready with the truth. Then came the line that separated authentic art from manufactured persona. You're not a rap artist, you a scam artist. This wasn't just about music, this was about identity. Kendrick was saying Drake's entire career runs on marketing, not meaning. He's not innovating, he's imitating. He's not creating culture, he's consuming it. The scam artist label was perfect because it describes someone who fakes belonging for personal gain. Drake had been scamming the culture for years.
You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with a hopes of being accepted.
You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted.
Now talk about getting straight to the fucking point.
He's telling us this nigga ain't hood.
This was about authenticity versus performance. Kendrick was exposing Drake as someone who wears hip-hop instead of being hip-hop. The line about hopes of being accepted was psychological warfare. Kendrick was saying Drake's entire motivation was seeking approval from a culture that would never fully accept him. If you're understanding how Kendrick dissected Drake's entire identity, smash that like button. We're about to explore the most cultural diss in hip-hop history. But the Tommy Hilfiger versus FUBU line was cultural history turned into a diss. This required knowledge of hip-hop's relationship with fashion and how brands either supported or exploited the culture.
Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection.
He never had no FUBU.
Oh no, he finna break this nigga down. Oh Lord, Drake. Oh Lord, Drake. All this is pointing straight at Drake. All this is pointing straight at Drake. I ain't heard a J. Cole one yet. Please don't diss Cole, bro. Please, please, don't do it like that, Kendrick. We can't take it. They already blocked my Kanye reaction. Thank God.
In the 1990s, Hilfiger was rumored to reject hip-hop culture, so rappers switched to FUBU, for us, by us. Kendrick's message was clear. Drake was never part of us. He profits off black culture without living in it. He's a tourist in the community that others call home. The cultural appropriation was being exposed. There was another layer too. FUBU founder Damon John had recently celebrated Drake wearing the brand, but Kendrick flipped that. He never wore it when it mattered, only now that it's safe and trendy. This tied into the broader theme. You can mimic the look, but not the lineage. Drake wears the culture, but Kendrick is the culture. The difference was fundamental. The fashion metaphor was perfect because it showed how Drake approaches everything. He puts on whatever style is popular without understanding the history or struggle behind it. Then Kendrick drew the contrast between their musical purposes. I make music that electrify, you make music that pacify. This was about the function of their art. Electrify means to energize the people, wake them up. Kendrick's discography fights for change through activism and artistry. His music makes people think and act. Pacify means to calm, numb, distract. Drake's music feeds comfort, not consciousness. It's designed to make people feel good, not make them feel motivated.
You make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness.
Oh my God! Who's really breaking this nigga into pieces? Limb by limb! He's literally murked. Man, I ain't want it, man. He killing this nigga. He killing this nigga at his own pace. He ain't being extra. He ain't doing nothing. He's breaking this nigga down layer by layer by layer. And we only 47 seconds in. This nigga said Drake make music. He said I make music that electrify him, that turn him up, that motivate him. You make music that pacify him. You baby your fans. You give them what they want to hear. Not what they need to hear. Oh my God.
The pacify reference also doubled as pacifier. Kendrick was painting Drake's audience as immature, needing something to suck on for validation. The imagery was devastating. And deeper still, the baby imagery flirted with Drake's alleged behavior around minors. Kendrick was hinting he could go there, but was choosing restraint, because the next line explained why. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. Kendrick could expose more, but was choosing not to. The restraint became dominance. His mercy was actually a flex. His kindness was letting Drake breathe another day. It was power through control, the same calm energy from Mr. Morale. Kendrick doesn't need chaos to win. He calculates and then decides whether or not to strike. That's the difference between a warrior and a berserker. The random acts of kindness line dripped with sarcasm. Kendrick was mocking the idea that sparing Drake was actually kindness. It was more like a cat playing with a mouse. Then Kendrick repeated Master Manipulator to lock the theme. Drake's entire image depends on lies. The repetition made it stick like a brand on cattle. The phrase habitual liar 2 sounded like something else entirely. That wasn't accidental. It was phonetic mockery designed to make Drake sound even more pathetic. That most out to explore the most prophetic line in the entire track. The missing sounds in the delivery mirrored a Canadian accent, a subtle jab at Drake's roots. Kendrick's disses went beyond bars. They hit linguistics, culture, and identity at once. Even Drake's accent was part of the act.
Big up yourself, bruv. You done know Drizzy Drake, dog.
Come on, fam.
I don't like any of you.
Man's never been in marquee when it's shut down, eh?
Can you get me some juice cranberry?
Trust me, daddy.
I couldn't take the TTC, but man's made it over anyways.
Man don't care about all that right now, bro.
Obviously, dog.
Oh, my skaters. Shout out on my skaters. Wow.
I am from Atlanta. It's a beautiful place.
South London, dog. You know what it is.
Damar. Damar, I say it, the less I like it.
You're the man, dog. You're the man. You're legend, dog.
Defense, is that your cousin Damar? We have TVs in Canada.
So excited to be here tonight. Oh my God.
Drake looks like Voldemort with hair.
Snow glows white on the mountain tonight.
I came to play, so let's do this, all right?
Yeah, I got any cheese.
Who's my man?
Oh, he's hilarious, dog.
Everything about Drake was performance, including how he spoke. The authenticity was questioned at every level.
And when Drake's responses dropped later, it proved Kendrick right. Every angle Drake used was one Kendrick had already foreseen.
Little kids might be day free. Image your BM secret BD. Then this is all making plenty fucking sense to me.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Your baby daddy. So that was a cool little clever way that he did that with the acronyms, and it still is one of those lines that it don't hit, because once you see that concert or you see clips from that concert, you know that Dave Free was right there walking next to Kendrick right after the performance, and there's even clips like this. Whitney in the crowd, and if you look a little bit closer, you can see the children there too. They're enjoying the goddamn show. So what the fuck is Drake talking about, trying to accuse them of this whole, like, your general manager is really the father of your fiance's children, and that's why y'all having problems. Drake was just pulling shit out of his ass, and people do that in battle rap, but when you actually tell the truth about somebody, it stings.
The mathematical precision was terrifying. If you're ready for this calculated breakdown of hip-hop's most strategic destruction, show your boy some love with a like. We about to dive into how Kendrick exposed Drake's fabrication factory. Then Kendrick went straight for the throat with that fabricating stories line. This was a direct response to Drake's weak attempts to weaponize Kendrick's personal life. Drake had tried to twist Kendrick's honesty into ammunition. Kendrick called it what it was, fabrication. Drake took the personal reflections from Mr. Morale and tried to turn them into false rumors, but Kendrick saw right through the manipulation. The family front reference was genius because it positioned Drake as someone fighting a war with lies, while Kendrick was fighting with truth. Drake was on the front lines of fake storytelling. Kendrick drew a moral line that separated them completely. He exposes himself through truth while Drake hides behind gossip. The contrast in character was obvious. The wordplay with tails and tails was diabolical. Kendrick could smell both the lies and the women that followed Drake around. He was attacking Drake's credibility and his lifestyle simultaneously. This wasn't just storytelling, this was desperation. Drake was so desperate for ammunition that he was making up stories about Kendrick's family. The pathetic nature of the attack was exposed. But then Kendrick delivered the most devastating character assassination with pathetic master manipulator. This wasn't just an insult, this was a diagnosis of Drake's entire personality. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you want more content that breaks down the psychology behind hip-hop's greatest warfare. We analyzing the mental game behind the bars. Kendrick stripped Drake of the mastermind image and revealed him as just pathetic. He wasn't strategic, he was just manipulative. There's a difference between being smart and being sneaky. The smell the tails line doubled again, lies and lust. Kendrick was saying he could detect Drake's dishonesty and his questionable behavior. The sensory language made it feel visceral. This echoed The Heart Part 4 from 2017, where Kendrick already warned, "Don't tell a lie on me, I won't tell the truth about you." That prophecy was unfolding in real time.
But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you. 7 years later, Kendrick confirmed the target was always Drake. This wasn't just a threat, it was a vow. Kendrick had been preparing for this moment for almost a decade. The patience was incredible. It was also a masterclass in psychological warfare. Kendrick had already exposed his own flaws publicly, leaving Drake with no ammunition. That's called stealing thunder. By telling his own truths first, Kendrick disarmed his opponent. Drake couldn't use Kendrick's personal life against him because Kendrick had already been honest about it. And when Drake accused him of abuse in family matters, Kendrick responded instantly with "Meet the Grams" and "Not Like Us." Then danced with the very woman Drake said he hurt. Truth danced in our rumor's grave. The visual was powerful and the message was clear. Drake's lies couldn't survive contact with Kendrick's reality. Make sure you subscribe if you want more content that celebrates strategic thinking in hip-hop warfare.
We analyzing the chess moves behind the bars. So when Kendrick said, "I calculate, you're not as calculated," he meant exactly that. Every lie, every angle, every rumor, predicted and neutralized. From math to morality, fashion to phonetics, every layer exposed one truth. Drake plays checkers, while Kendrick plays chess with a quantum computer. This was the second 5 lines of Euphoria broken down layer by layer, and trust me, the deeper we go, the more it all adds up. The mathematical precision was terrifying. If this calculated breakdown opened your mind to the genius of Kendrick's approach, drop a comment and let me know which layer impressed you most. And don't forget to subscribe for more content that goes deep. Your boy out. Keep supporting intelligent artistry that operates on multiple levels. Kendrick proved that the best diss tracks aren't just about insults. They're about exposing truth through mathematical precision. Peace.